All is good.
Health updates on Norm, Cody, Tony.
Uh, Cody is having surgery Friday.
Wow, was broken, huh?
Oh man, his joint was flat, like all the way flat, crushed, and they tried to get it where they can set it, and didn't work out. But so yeah, he has to have surgery on it. Man, I mean, just unlucky too. I mean, on a play like that,
Yeah.
felt bad for Cody. Norm just sore.
Did he go today?
Sore. No. Norm was out today. Just sore, getting therapy, getting rehab. Um, who else?
Tony.
Tony. Yeah, he's still inching his way back. Uh,
So what do we think with Cody? Is he gonna? Do you have to stay away from contact for a while? Or?
I don't know. I think obviously you gotta have the surgery and sit a few days. He's gonna get fitted for a mask, and then kind of see. But I don't know how many days and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
You expect it to be dragged into the season opening night?
I don't know what to expect, to be honest with you. I hope not. I know what I hope, but I'm not sure.
On second review on the film, anything come to light or anything stand out?
You know what? I'm just happy that we had that game, and I'm actually happy that it was against them, because I think that they're the best in the league at what they do from a standpoint of just moving without the basketball, moving bodies, moving the ball, the pace that they play at. I thought really wore us down after watching the game for the second and third time. But it's some of the things that we actually want to do. So it was good to actually go through it. We watched some good film on it today, talked about it. So it was some great teachable moments in that game for us.
Heard you're a real asshole in the film section.
I don't know. Let me see. Honest. A word. I don't know. No, it was good.
When you say they were doing some things you guys want to do, what do you mean by that?
I mean, like kick aheads, like that. I thought their kick aheads really hurt us. They're getting the ball long kind of outlets, and they're kicking the ball up the floor, which really puts a lot of pressure on defenses. It don't allow you to set up. You're on your heels. Well, those are some of the things that we want to do, and we did it a few times in the game. And as I kind of talked to the guys today in the film, is it's tough to change habits, right? We've done it one way for a long time and been pretty good at it. But there's things that we need to change, and I'm a realistic guy. So I know where we are, I know where we need to get to, and I know it's not going to happen in 4 or 5 days of training camp. It's a process all the way through. We just got to keep chipping away, but we got to identify it, watch it, have honest conversation about it, and then go out and work on it. And that's kind of what we did today. But yeah, I thought their kick aheads hurt us. I thought their pace hurt us. And I just never been a part of a game. All right, young pup, that the team shot 69 threes. I mean, it was incredible. And what was even more incredible was that it wasn't a lot of bad shots. You know what I'm saying? They were creating good opportunities. So that was good to watch. It was good to watch. It was good for us to kind of see and play against somebody new that wasn't us. Well, we can actually get some film on it. So it was good.
So how do you combat that when they're throwing that over the top? I mean, Dane was talking about running them off the line, but that's probably a challenge when they're running to that three-point shot, in transition, right?
Yeah, they are. First of all, you have to do a really good job of getting back. So when you're playing against a team like that, when a shot actually goes, so say, for instance, Norm is shooting a three. When that ball's in the air, we got to be sprinting back. We got to have 2 or 3 guys sprinting back, not like waiting, watching it and see if it goes in, sprinting back. Now when you can get 2 or 3 guys set up, those kick aheads, you're there. You're waiting on them. And then you got to, at that point, they're not going to stop playing. they still play the way that they play. Now we have to have a lot of multiple efforts defensively. You know, you run them off the line, boom, they drive, you help. Ooh, they kick it to that side, multiple effort on that side. That's how they make you play. But in order to compete, that's how you got to play. So yeah, we had a good day today. We had a good day today.
Even though we don't know the timeline on Cody, this is a pretty good exercise for you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you view that backup five now? Larry probably moving in a little bit there. Would you even consider Cove there?
You know what? I do envision at some point being able to, for sure, play Larry. I envision Larry there at a 5 spot. He'd be great there. But even Cove sometimes in a really small ball, you know, small ball 5 situation. You know, I think that he could be there as well.
Have you tinkered with that at all during camp with Cove?
Not with Cove yet. Not with Cove yet. You know, the funny thing is there's so many things that we still haven't put in that we got to kind of start doing this week.
Get the foundation first before you start
You have to build that foundation first, and you have to do the hard things first before you can, you know, like I told the guys, like sometimes we'll be able to switch 1 through 4 and maybe put the 5 in coverage, but we don't need to work on switching. Switching is easy, you know. You work on the hard things, and then when you have to back it down, you know, hopefully you're in a good position there. But yeah, you know, it's unfortunate to have Cody down, obviously, but it gives you an opportunity to kind of do some other things.
Did Ant do anything specific that you were really proud of? I mean, obviously, he had a pretty good game. Was there any area of growth that was obvious?
I think the one thing about Ant that I stay on him about, and it's tough for him because it's outside of his personality, and that's just him being vocal. You know, I'm calling him out a lot of times in practice, saying, I don't hear you. You know, I can't hear you. What are we running? I don't hear you. You know, if I don't hear you, we don't have one fan in the building right now. How these guys gonna hear you? We're on the road somewhere, you know. So I'm always on Ant about that, and it takes him out of his comfort zone a little bit. But the thing that I'm proud of is he's starting to know what we want, so he knows what to call and he knows what to say. Now he just got to kind of bring it out. But as far as him being on the floor, I was really happy with his aggression, him getting to the paint, trying to facilitate and make plays. Obviously, we know that he's a great shooter and he's gonna make shots. But I was happy with Ant, and he had a hell of a day today too.
Speaking of breaking bad habits, contested threes are early in the shot clock. That's something that habit you want to break. There's a lot of that, it seemed like, in this game.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Shooting contested threes.
Oh yeah.
Taking 2 quick threes.
Yes.
Quick threes within the shot clock. Did you point a lot of that out?
Yeah, we had a bad shot segment on in the film session today, and yes, contested 3-point shots are not shots that we want, you know, and obviously we got a couple guys that can make those shots, and obviously they'll be in a position to make those shots at times, but that's not a shot that we're looking for from everybody, right? You know, if we're being honest, you know, like, you know, I am, everybody's rules are different. You know, I'm gonna treat everybody fairly, but everybody got different rules. Some people's strengths are this defensively. You might have to deal with a little bit more reaching or gambling for a guy that you know is a really good defender. Other than a guy that's not, he got no business reaching. Same goes on the offensive side. Some guys can make some of those shots. Some guys got no business doing that. You know, some guys got no business taking 4 and 5, 6 dribbles on a play, ISO, when that's not your game. But as I shared with the guys today, I mean, they're just getting to know myself and the staff, and we're just getting to know them too. And, you know, that's what we're kind of learning about each other.
Is part of the trick getting them to say, okay, we're going to run the offense, get a good shot, and if one isn't there, and there's 6 seconds on the clock, if you're Damon CJ, then you can take a contested three because you kind of have to, knowing you can make it, just because you couldn't make it at the front of that play.
Sure. And to your point, those type of shots you can get at any time. You can get those late, you can get them, but there's no reason to take them early. You know, when we have time and we have really good players around that can actually make plays, you don't have to take those shots early. You know, and also there's several new guys on this team. They're getting to know each other too, you know, and what each other can bring to the table and strengths and weaknesses. So this whole thing is just about kind of really getting to know each other.